All right, welcome back. Tomorrow is World AIDS Day, and so today it's all about HIV and AIDS awareness on the show. We're speaking to two individuals who are living positively with HIV. I'm talking about Josephat Mbogwa, who is also the chairman of People Living with HIV and the support group right here in Kenya. He's been living with HIV for 24 years. We also do have a very young individual and, of course, very vibrant in all that he does, known as Karuga Kamau. He's an advocate also joining us on this conversation, rather, through Skype. We will be catching up with him in just a moment. But, of course, the king of condom, who is a safe-sex activist, is definitely here, very decorated on set. And, yes, he has come with quite a number of condoms. Yes. So we'll be talking about a little bit more in regards to, of course, how we can contribute, what we need to do. But what are you saying via social media? We're also very interested to know. We've been asking you what your response would be should you be newly diagnosed with HIV. Remember, it can happen to anyone. Well, we've got a text message here that says, answering the question, yes, Shiko, I think the test should be done regularly, maybe after every 3 months, just like deworming to know one's status. And the prices should be reduced because they are a bit high. Okay. Bona Stanley, keep a pin on that. The cost. Okay, wait. Jamo from Mombasa, says that I am shying away from knowing my status. But last year when I got TB, it was a must. I undergo the test. I was really afraid of my results, but after knowing my results, my heart is relieved. Meaning he turned negative. Okay, thank you, Jamo, for being even so honest. Can HIV/AIDS be transmitted by sharing a bed, just sleeping, and no intimacy? Some of the frequently asked questions, indeed. Okay, before I get to the two of you, Karoga, if you can hear me, we want to understand a little bit more about your daily routine and, you know, what drugs, rather in terms of your intake, and if you have been inconsistent at some point in your life, how did that affect you?
I'm losing you.
All right, so we're asking about your daily routine and even in terms of the dosage of drugs that you have to take every day. And has there ever been a point where you are inconsistent with sticking to your routine?
Okay. Good morning again. Let me say my routine has been quite busy in terms with in relation to my HIV story.
Yeah.
You know, first and foremost, I'm in the second line. And in the second line regime, you have to take two doses and the Sepsin. So those are 3 pills each and every morning.
Yeah.
Then, the moment you walk out of that door, you must know, people know you as the HIV brand ambassador.
Right.
You know, I went public. So, wakikuona hiyo nasema, Karuga Ukimwi ametoka. And you know, that is a name I am self-branded with. I cannot even fight it.
Yeah.
So the routine is quite heavy because you see, currently I manage a very wide network of the young people that is called Vijana Tubonge, where we really focus on HIV and AIDS awareness, you know, menstrual hygiene, SRH services.
Yeah.
So that is where my first responsibility begins, because you must check in.
Yeah.
So, how many youth have tried to reach out to you? How many have tried to do the test? What amenities are you needed to provide to these young people?
Right.
You see, in terms of, as we were discussing earlier on, we had the fear of knowing your HIV test, right? Which is very much allowed because, you know, the fear of the unknown is quite stronger.
Yeah.
So, there are those who fear God. They fear doing their test at the health facility. So you must provide the self-test kit. So that is one of my responsibilities. Then we have the condom distribution. I must go and check around the entertainment hubs, the border sheds, whether they are well equipped with condoms.
Yeah.
I still have to make those refills, you know.
Okay.
Then still have to go and do, the counseling sessions for as much as I advocate for HIV and AIDS, the counseling sessions must be hand in hand because you know, stigma is very strong out there. And if I have a patient who has been stigmatized, it's me they'll come up. So basically, the schedule is quite tight for me in terms of HIV awareness, condom distribution.
Okay. You know, there's a lot of misinformation, King of Condom, or confusion on, you know, HIV medicine, on how to prevent or even treat HIV. Could you explain a little bit more about this, what we would call groundbreaking science behind the pre-exposure prophylaxis
yes.
and post-exposure prophylaxis, and what each is for, you know?
Well, I have them here today.
Yeah, so we call it PrEP, and the other one is?
This is PrEP and PEP.
And PEP, okay.
So you can see.
Yeah.
So in the medication of HIV, we talk of three things on the medical side.
Right.
This is ARVs. This package is for 3 months.
Yeah.
This is for 28 days.
Yeah.
And this is for 30 days. Now, if you turn positive, immediately we start you with this. So if you are tested now and you're positive, you don't need to wait. When we confirm, you start your ARVs today. Okay. Initially, people are starting their ARVs when their level of CD4 count goes down to 350. So we were waiting for people to be weak and the virus to be to have a lot of virus in their body. But now, this medication reduce the viruses in your body.
Yeah.
And
So that already signals hope. The conversation of it's a death sentence, you're Elisha.
In fact, the most important things about tomorrow is to preach three things: hope, care, and support.
Okay. So what about PrEP and what about PEP? Oh, and before you answer that, I understand we've got an Albert on the line. Albert.
Yes.
Good morning. Karibu sana.
Nimekaribia hata naona TV.
Aha, uko na swali?
Niko na swali.
Yes.
Kuishi kwa sasa kama mimi ninayo na ule naishi naye hana. Hata kipimo hana. Inafaa tujilinde namna gani ama tuwe hivyo?
Okay. Nimeshika swali yako, but thank you so much for that. Okay. So, by the way, we're getting to that because people actually want to know, going forward, how do I relate? How do I date? How do I marry? And we'll talk about that, and we'll start off with you, Josephat, on that one. But let him finish about PrEP and PEP very quickly so we can jump into that.
This PrEP is the best thing that gives people hope.
Yeah.
And this is one thing that is bringing the cure of HIV very close.
Yes.
Because how comes if today you take your PrEP very faithfully, and when you start PrEP, you are HIV negative, and your partner is HIV positive, or you don't know the status of your partner, or you have many partners, and your condom negotiation skills are down.
Right.
If you're in a position that you cannot be able to convince your sponsor, you know, we are now in a place that people have multiple partners, and it is okay, and they feel it is okay. So
if you're in that high-risk group, so to speak, this is what you're recommending?
PrEP.
PrEP, okay. So PEP.
PEP is after.
Yeah.
This is before. And you take it 7 days before. You know, some people feel it's like malaria.
Yeah.
No.
7 days before what?
Before you put yourself at risk.
Okay.
Let me put it very closely. I have a girlfriend who is in Dubai. She's coming for Christmas. And I know I will not use condom and very, no. Before 7 days she come, before you go to the airport, 7 days to pick her.
Yeah.
Be having your, already you are taking your PrEPs.
Yeah.
Then you can engage yourself. But remember, you can get STIs, you can get pregnant, even if you are using.
So yes, so those are now the shortcomings of it all.
So,
yeah.
What happens is, some people are using family planning, so they are sure they cannot get
pregnant.
Some people, maybe about STIs, they say it's curable. Or they are sure they are not. But remember condom burst.
Yes.
This is a better option.
Yes.
Because when you talk about PEP, you take it only for 28 days after exposure.
Right.
Maybe it's a condom rape, burst.
Yeah.
Sadly to say about rape.
Yes.
Maybe an incidental. Nowadays people are having sex anywhere.
Yeah.
They are drunk and maybe, you remember that kind of thing, sijui kuliendaji,
yes.
in the morning.
Yes.
you call for PrEP.
Okay.
You need to take this within 72 hours.
Okay.
So if it happened on Friday, come down on Monday morning, we give you, you're good.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So when we talk about relationships, I think this is one of the frequently asked questions that we get when it comes to HIV/AIDS discussions. And people say, can someone living with HIV/AIDS lead a normal life in regards to their romantic relationships? And I want to start off with you, Josephat.
Life, you can live normally.
Yeah.
Normally, provided you have accepted yourself and your partner same. Because the best thing is for you both to open up. And once you open up, you either use condom, and it is also my recommendation that you use condom. If you are not going to use condom, go to Gara's way.
Okay. All right, hold that. That Mwangi from Nairobi is also on the line. Let's hear what he has to say. Mwangi.
Oh yeah, sasa nataka kusema huyo mtu anaitwa King of Condom. Anataka kuwaambia watu wao wanafanya hivyo jambo sababu kile hata akihubiri kuhusu hiyo. Na tayari ametoa hiyo, amejionyesha yeye ni mtu wa condom. Na tena nasikia akisema kuna girlfriend inaweza toka aka Dubai. Na anakuja kufanya naye haji. So unaona ile kitu mzuri ni kuelimisha watu wasije wakafanya hiyo jambo sababu wao waaminifu. Sababu tena kile anafaa anafaa ako na watoto, ako na bibi. Ako na bibi. Ako na watoto. Nasikia akisema hata anastahili kuambia watoto ati wao wanatumia condom. So hiyo ndio sasa mahubiri anaweza hubiria watu sababu kama ako na watoto watoto wake nini haitafanya yeye kuambukizwa hiyo magonjwa. So hiyo the best way. Hiyo si mambo ya kuambia sana kwa boma wale watu wameoana. Lakini ile njia mzuri anaweza kufundisha watu ni jinsi ya kuambia watu wajihadhari na tena wao waaminifu na mtu na ule mtu anaoa na tena ule mtu wako bado hajaoa awe waaminifu. Na anajua hii ni kitu sasa itamweka maisha ya hatari.
Sawa Mwangi, tumekusikia. Thank you so much. Very passionate about the issue of abstinence. This is in a nutshell. That's what Mwangi is saying. But we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's hear your recommendations in regards to, you know, living a normal life when it comes to romantic relationships. So you're saying your advice to couples?
Yes. What I was saying.
You recommend condom use?
I recommend condom use. Unless you agree today we are not going to. Either you need a baby, okay? Or at times your body reacts something from condoms because there are people who once they wear condom, their bodies react negatively. Yes.
And getting to you, Karoga, if you can hear me, because like I said, you're young, obviously way under 40. If you can hear me, Karoga. How has this affected your dating life? How do you go about, you know, doing what every young person does? You know, you mingle, you go on dates, if you do, or I don't know if you've got someone who is now your life partner with you. How did you navigate that area of your life?
You know, Shiko, this is the part where people have been waiting. I can see they're saying to inbox me. Are you dating?
Yes, quite a number.
Anyway, let me tell you, dating hasn't been an easy task. For real. I'll not even lie this to you. And the secondary where I am, I'm actually having a conversation with the young people about, you know, dating and the relationship. Because we, the positive, the young people who are positive are having a new challenge. And this challenge is getting a life partner. You know, because no one, clearly, I couldn't have that today to meet up on ukimwi. You know, it's a shock. But how do we, but you still can't blame them to, they have no information. But until you give information to them, then the story changes. On my side, yes, I am dating, and I'm very, I'm very comfortable with the partner that I'm dating now. Though before that, I had a lot of issues because you're trying to date like a girl and then the next day so the next thing you wake up to is a long text in a family. I don't want to do this thing with you. You're putting me at risk, you know.
Yeah.
It's a show.
Yeah.
But adding to what my partner said, you can live a normal life. You see, for me and my girlfriend, we do the condom use. More to that, personally, I am suppressed. You know, suppression occurs when you're very loyal to your drugs for a longer period. The viral load goes down to an undetectable state.
Yeah.
And when you fall into an undetectable state, your chances of transmission are very low.
Yeah.
You say they're 0.001% low. So you cannot even transmit.
Okay.
But I would still advocate to we that are positive, let's use the condom.
Okay.
You know, it's a dual protector. It protects you from the STIs and unplanned pregnancies.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for that. And let's move on to the real life stories that, you see on your on-ground campaign, King of Condom. It's not just young people who you speak to in school, telling them stay safe. You have taken your campaign to entertainment spots. You have a very active nightlife for those who have seen you. You've even gone as far as umeingia kwa bar. So are we just sticking our heads in the sand, refusing to admit that you have got to be there to tell people about condom education? Listen to what the last caller said. You're teaching people to start using condoms as opposed to telling them to abstain. But what is the situation kwa ground?
The situation, people are not abstaining. Let me tell my friend. And
yes,
we have so many activists in this country.
Right.
Why do people have issue with me telling people the truth?
Yeah.
And I'll not get tired and I'll not get old by telling people.
So you even get into the bar
yes.
and you speak to revelers.
Yes. And one of the things, feeling sexy is normal.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between facts and feeling.
Yeah.
And we give people facts. And some people forget themselves when they see opposite partners.
Okay. Can I hold that thought? Kimani
yes.
from Mohoko is here. I think
yes,
he has
yes.
something to tell you.
Yes,
Does he agree with you or disagree? Let's find out. Kimani?
Hello.
Hello, Kimani.
Yeah.
Yes, question, comment?
Comment, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to comment on that, my previous one who was speaking, who was asking the question. So the king of condom is very much right, because I saw as if he was kind of, ni kama alikuwa na challenge.
Yeah.
So, hello?
Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, nilikuwa nataka comment kwa hiyo issue ya Mwangi. So Mwangi ni kama alikuwa anaingililia mwalimu hapo kuuliza kwa nini anafundisha watoto kutumia hizo vitu. Unajua saa hii wasipofundishwa saa hii hawataweza kujiprotect. So saa hii watoto wenye tunaita watoto si watoto.
Yes.
So nilikuwa nataka Mwangi ajue wakati mwalimu anaambia watoto, maybe kama uko na mtu ametoka Dubai, unajiprepare earlier. Sijaona ile makosa yeye amefanya. So Mwangi anafaa kujua sasa hivi watoto wenye wako si watoto.
Okay.
Na hivi vitu lazima viongelelewe.
Very true. Okay.
Ukisema uzifiche, huyo mtoto atafanya hiyo kitu tena anyamaze, juu ana ujuzi.
Yeah, yeah.
But the moment wamekuwa updated, at least itakuwa ni more safer.
Okay, asante sana Kimani. You can see giving you a thumbs up, and in fact he's responding to Mwangi, saying that the kids of today are not kids.
Yes.
Wanajua mengi.
Yes.
And so if you do not take the action of teaching them, you will find yourself in a rather sticky situation. Look at all the teenage pregnancies that we're seeing. But yes, so you're actually calling us out as Kenyans, that you're saying, let me tell you the truth on the ground. People are not abstaining.
People are not abstaining.
Okay.
And in my house, I get people knocking to ask for condoms.
Wow.
Anywhere I go, people stop me in my car, drive. Sometimes I feel maybe it's a tire burst or something. Somebody is stopping on the road. Hey, give me some condoms. I'm telling you the demand of condoms for people who respect themselves, for people who know where they are going and what they are going to do.
So what you're saying, and you want to make a bold statement here, that condom education
is very important.
Is important. And do you think this is high time it's in our school system?
Yes. Even at home.
Even at home?
Yes. Even at church.
Wow.
The same way, if knowledge is very important, we have reproductive health system.
Right.
And I think in LVCT we have a hotline number, 1190, where young people call us and ask very crazy questions.
Yes.
And I know, look at this situation, and Shiko, I keep on telling you. The system, our houses sometimes are not conducive for sex. So you are doing it, your child is not asleep, he's maybe on phone, watching everything. Sex activities, some people make noise, and they will be disturbed.
Yes.
And right now I have 2 cases that I'm following. One is a small young girl from 2 was raped by the father. The father already is jailed for 10 years. Then the brother to the father raped the girl, and the girl today is pregnant.
Oh, God.
Those things are happening at home.
They are real. And another thing I want you to highlight very quickly, because you can see we only have a few minutes to go, and I want to give Josephat the opportunity to speak, is the Mpango wa Kando sponsor culture thing that's contributing
not
even
heading.
to this.
It's not heading. Even now it's bigger.
Yeah.
The chain is bigger because you have the caretaker getting in, the house girl getting in, the girl dating the son.
Yeah.
You know, there are some things I'm telling old people. There's some age you get, you don't get involved with Mpango wa Kando because you are going to share a girl with your son.
Oh, my God.
We leave it, and now that is becoming very risky.
Oh,
and what we are doing, let me just allow me to do this. Because today I don't want you to hyper this. I want to agree self-testing, and Shiko, today you'll know your HIV status. Shika,
thank you.
We are doing self-HIV testing.
Okay.
You can call 1190. We show you where to get this kit. And I just want to show you very fast how you are doing it.
Okay.
I'm not going to...
Do I have to wash my hands? What do I need to do? Okay.
Because you did. I show you.
Okay. Yes, I sanitized.
Tear very fast.
Okay, so what am I tearing?
Remove this.
Okay.
Yeah, these two. Tear this other one.
Okay.
Today you are doing it live.
Are you going to do it for me? Because I feel like I'm going to mess up.
No. Shiko, today, this will give you your HIV status.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Remove the two.
Okay.
Then, there's this. Have you seen this?
No, what is that? Okay, yes, there's something in here.
Yes, remove that.
Okay.
Put the test here. Put this pipe here, like this.
Ah! No, I think I seem to have lost mine. Okay, give me another one.
It's here.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's here, Shiko.
Yeah.
Just get this one.
Okay. So what am I doing? I'm sticking this in.
You put, stick there.
Yeah.
Remove. You just need this with your open the top, like this.
Okay, you have to do this for me. Okay, there you go.
Open the top.
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh.
Today you are knowing your status.
Yes.
Remove this. Now, if you can see there is a C and T.
Okay.
Get it?
Yes.
So if you get 2 lines, T and C and T, you are HIV positive.
Okay.
If you get 1 line on C, you are HIV negative.
Right.
If you get 1 line on T alone, that test. Yes.
Okay.
So what you do,
again.
you hold it like this.
Okay.
Then you swap. You see like this on the gum, like
this. Okay.
Around and this. You turn this way, just like this. Scrolls like this. Turn. Turn. Very easy. Turn.
I'm turning.
Yes. Then put it here.
Okay.
Within the next 15 minutes,
we shall know.
We shall know.
Wow.
Now.
So we give it time.
Yeah, we give it time, and then we continue with our chat. So if you have your partner, you are pointing, don't do it in a bar.
Very good point. But what is your...
And you can get this test anywhere.
You can. You can. And I like how the fact that it has become so simplified today. Like you really don't have an excuse not to know your status. What is your take on the abstinence issue and even how we need to introduce sex education, condom education within the home?
Within the home?
Yeah.
Actually, I have a family. He has a family. And we don't need to wait for teachers just to give lecture on what we are supposed to do at home.
Yeah.
We should, the children are yours. Just give them the facts as they are. Just be open to them. Tell them, this is how this thing is done. Okay? If you want to protect yourself, this is the way. There are parents actually who have been calling me. And, hey, just what, I want you to come and just sensitize and give a talk to my family.
Karoga, even as we start to wind down, let's shift our focus to key groups such as drug users and the homosexual community and why they are at an increased risk of HIV. Very quickly, in just 1 or 2 minutes, what can you tell us?
Shiko, to the youth, maybe the one who had done the films in drug abuse and the key population. You see, in drug intakes, there are so many, they call them channels, some of the tools of drug taking. Which are shared, like the injections. Like the injection, in an instance of cocaine use, you must use an injection. And you ain't even aware of your friend's status. But due to the dust of the drug, you don't mind about it. You see, that's a risk for the infection. To the key population, I think there's a group that has been sidelined. It has not been given much attention, and their care is not even tailor-made to their, specifications. You find they are practicing their sexual activities with no much information on the safe sex practice. For instance, the MSM, the men having sex with men, there's no one in my community. There's no one to guide them on the safe sex practice. Also to the drug abusers, there's no one. In fact, they are regarded as the bad omen of the society, and no one has time for them. So information is not poured down to them. So you find they just practice their drug abuse activities with no protective measures. Because no one is there for them. But in spotting that gap, we began an initiative under the Vijana Tubonge, where we try our best and educate them about, as much as you cannot tell them to stop the drugs instant. It's a process. You have to start a process where you tell them, stop, you try and reduce the intake because of this and this. So we also try and tell them, as much as you're taking these drugs, do it in the safest way possible. As much as you're having intimate affairs with your partner, do it in this, safe practice. And at the end of it all, we fight these new infections. And it's quite hard, bearing in mind there's no partner who is on board to help this population. Well, thank you so much for that, Karoga. And well said, he's managed to really compress a lot, talking about the key population groups that have been forgotten. We're talking about those who would regard themselves as homosexuals as well as drug users, Bona King of Condom, who definitely are very high-risk groups. Now, because of time, should you require any more information, remember, Karoga just spoke about Vijana Tubonge initiative, where you can actually go and source for information on that. But we're saying, Kwaheri, your advice to people with multiple partners, then we say goodbye.
Well, the best thing, if you have multiple partners, be having HIV testing tools all the time, because if you're not going to use condom, you're going to be infected with HIV. And I think one of the things that we believe in LVCT Health is there is no new HIV infection under our watch. And today, I'm very glad you can see the results are already out. And you can see how many lines can you see?
You have 1, which means you're negative.
So I'm doing this because so many people feel that I give condom because of my HIV status. And I think it's good. And today, because you are saying it's my last chance, all these female condom are yours. And
oh my God.
I think you're gonna you try and
call me. I would like to imagine that I'm not this active, but thank you very much.
Christmas have come early. Those are female condom. We didn't get time to show people how to use condom.
We will do that. We'll do a show for that. I don't know what my CEO Ken Garuya will feel about having condom illustrations on the show. But Asante Sana, King of Condom there, Stanley Ngara with us. Of course, Josphat Bogo, Asante Sana for sharing your story. Karuga Kamau, Asante Sana as well for also being with us. Tomorrow is World AIDS Day. Do something, support. Let's continue with the good fight. For me, Shiko Kaitani, thanks a lot for watching. And of course, on behalf of the entire Breakfast crew, we'll catch you bright and early tomorrow right here on K24 This Morning. Bye-bye.